Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 1st of October 2025. I don't know where this year's gone. It's flown by and continues to do so as well. But news for yesterday, the wrap, Nvidia smashes resistance, FOMO builds, convexity risk looms, and Nvidia takes out resistance levels breaking above consolidation that has been in place since mid-July, so that means it's going to move quite a distance. Weekends have been shaken out, so we could be seeing short-term vacuum kick in. Absolutely, that'll be the same with silver when it gets to $50 an ounce as well. Stocks bid on quarter end as attention turns to government shutdown. Yes, they're trying to thrash out a deal, which was 5 a.m. this morning when that would have ended. US stocks saw slight strength into month-end quarter. And let's just have a look and see what's happening with this government shutdown. So there you can see in the headline that the US government shuts down. This is not uncommon. This goes on for a few days. I think 14 days is probably the longest after they were shut down. Then they come to an agreement, print some more money, and off we go again. So again, I won't read too much into this. The markets haven't really been too affected by it, but that's what's happened overnight. Right, let's have a look at today's economic news. What have we got? It's Wednesday, 1st of October, 10 a.m. We've got the core CPI flash estimate. That's from Europe, and the CPI from Europe as well, which is showing an increase there from 2.0 to 2.2. ADP, non-farm employment change. That's a good one. That is at lunchtime, and that's at 1:15. I don't know why that's released at 1:15 when all of this are released at 1:30, but it is. And then we've got the manufacturing and ISM manufacturing out at 3 p.m. So obviously the big one is Friday with the non-farm payrolls. Right, let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So the Dow stuck in a sideways range. You can see this starting to take effect here. It wants to get back to the 46,717 all-time high, but at the moment there's a bit of a struggle there to actually do that, and haven't got the news. Maybe that's going to come on Friday, and of course having the shutdown now is going to put a bit of pressure on the market, even if it's the opportunity just to shake out a few of the longs. So yesterday the market was down to begin with, and then we moved up before the cash market. Cash market went very choppy, and then we've seen the market moving down overnight. Now with the government shut, we could see a bit more downside pressure there. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, we're still stuck in this sideways range, which you can see there. The market failed to break through yesterday, and it's down overnight. Again, expect a bit more weakness at the open during today. And you can see there just starting to come in as well. Yesterday we had the weakness to begin with. The market then saw the buying coming in, and prices then moving to the upside, coming off the close to the 200 MA and the low of Monday. So moving up quite nicely there yesterday, but overnight following the US at the moment and trading down to the DP, needs to get back above the 50 EMA in order to move higher. In the S&P 500, the market once again trading up to the 89% retracement and then coming off. It needs to switch the momentum, which is starting to show there in the stochastics above the 20-bar moving average. Like I say, there's a spanner being thrown into the works at the moment with the US government shutdown. Yesterday, very, very choppy. Then we broke out towards the end with that Nvidia news, because that's the indices that it's traded in. And then you can see overnight, obviously following the same as the others. Now, I cannot understand whatsoever why this market is where it is, and it's probably not just me either. We have a speech from the Labour Party conference yesterday that seems to be having a lot of praise. I don't know why. I've not seen it. I have no intentions of seeing it or watching it or taking any notice of it. But for some unknown reason, the market thought it was good, and the market moved up and made a new all-time high at 9379, and I cannot understand it at all. I can't wait until the 26th of November budget. In one way, in another, I absolutely are going to be terrified of it, to be honest with you, because goodness knows what she's going to do this time, and it's not going to be good. That's why it's been delayed for a month. I mentioned this before. It's just so that she'll probably delay all of the changes she's going to bring in until January, so you can enjoy your last Christmas and have a few quid in your pocket. But why this market is at this level, it is simply beyond me. It really is, and not just me, but a lot of other people as well. So we started off by moving lower. The buyers came in, supported the market. You can see it there and there. We were at the S1. We were below the low and the close, and then it was just right. Let's ramp it up. And then in the afternoon, when he spoke, the market moved even further. It is coming down on the overnight. I mean, is this the all-time high and the last high for a while? Who knows? It's just madness. Utter madness. He's destroying the UK single-handedly. Rachel from accounts is destroying the economy. And yet, the market goes up. I mean, it's not a bad thing, is it? I suppose in some way, if you're actually long the market, if you can, the market goes up with this sort of travesty that we've got, then you've got no worries about the downside risk, have you? But, yep, there you go. So that's where we are with the FT100. Let's have a look at the dollar. In the US dollar, this moving down slightly overnight. It's been down for the last 3 nights there, which has been good for the metals as well. But let's have a look at those. And kicking off with silver, we can see yesterday we had some selling. And if you want to see what's going on here, have a look at this video that I've just seen by Bald Guy Money. Let me just grab it for you. So in this video, if I just scroll up slightly so you can see the title, and just move it over a bit as well, and you'll see down here at the bottom it says big money wants your gold and silver now, manipulation explained. So I'll put a link in the description so that you can go and have a look, but very interesting, and it discusses how they actually manipulate the prices. If you don't know how they managed to do this for many years, it discusses it, and also what is likely to happen when we get to the $50 target as well. So like I say, I'll put a link in and go and have a look. But just going back to yesterday, you can see there that we've got a lot of volume for yesterday morning. And if I just show you this, you can see what they did. They tried to sell off. Now, the Chinese have a holiday at the moment, so the Chinese Metals Exchange is not open again until October the 9th. So they're seizing the opportunity whilst China are having a break to actually do this. And you can see we've got the same pattern again here this morning. So they're running the market up, and then they're bringing it back, and then they're buying it back cheaply. So it's got this sort of stair-step thing, which is not uncommon in these sorts of situations. So just keep an eye on this. If you're seeing this sell-off, that's because a week tomorrow it's likely that it could be manipulated till then, as Bull Guy Money speaks of there. Meanwhile, in gold, making a new all-time high at 3875. And the 30-minute chart there, you can see it's barely a sell-off compared to silver at the moment. But yesterday, big $70 drop in the price of gold, but they soon brought it back. And he gives a great analogy inside of the video of how they do this, and how using an everyday example of selling a car. So again, if you've got time, go and have a look at it. Well worth it. Right, so have a look at the gold-silver ratio. So in the gold-silver ratio yesterday, moving up. But overnight it was starting to move down, but it's obviously since gold is not being sold off, it's now moving back to the upside, coming off the low there, but stuck in that sort of 82 range. Silver is still dirt cheap at these sort of ratios of 82 to 1. Right, let's have a look at yesterday's trades and see how the market performed. It's very quiet, obviously, waiting for that non-farm payroll number on Friday. So in the pre-market session, it was a bit of a shakeout, and then the market was brought back, and that set the tone really for the morning to be choppy. The cash market opened, as you can see there, prices moving down slightly before they started to move to the upside. We were filled. There was resistance at the 50 bar moving average. Prices then turned around, took out the stop, and then tried to move lower, but not for long, before the buying then returned to the market, and we got stuck in this sideways range. There we have another potential short, followed by a long, and then the buy is taken out. The short moves lower, down towards the low, but not to the low, and then prices, you can see there, you get this bit of a spike in the volume coming in, and moving prices to the upside. And then another potential short, which the market fails once more, and you can see how choppy it is, and then we break out to the upside for the morning up to the 200 MA before prices then struggle a bit and then go through this. So let's move over to the afternoon and see what happened when the Dow kicked in. So the afternoon opened with prices very quiet. Then we had a potential sell with the news, and then from that we then kicked off from the DP. We had a potential buy signal, and then the rest, as they say, is history, as the market continued to move all the way back to the previous day's high, which is what they want to do. So just just above the low, and then all the way above the high for yesterday's range. So not too bad, but very choppy in the morning. You can expect more of that as well until we get to the release of these non-farm payroll numbers. So let's just have a quick look, see where we are overnight. And there you can see we've got a bit of selling going on at the moment as well, and a bit of buying coming in to support the market at the DP. Where are we? On the whole, we are not too far off the high, and where is the low, which seems to be a bit further away. So we're at the midpoint DP, daily pivot, and obviously we need to get back above all of these average highs, because at the moment they're all in the right order for the short side, so things need to change there. We have got a bit of buying coming in there. It's only 20 minutes to 7 a.m, so we've got another 20 minutes before the futures open. Right, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens during today. I would think there's going to be a bit of weakness around, given that the US government is closed down and there's no sign of it being resolved today. Right, that's it. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.